The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Today it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Washington Commanders and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. They'll elect to bring it out here in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you can actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Prescott now from the 50. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a first carry for their fullback. They find some open field here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, you might want to get out of the way.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 more yards there and another first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Prescott looks to throw on first. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's second down. Good throw there to start the second possession. Maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach. All right, we got to get him settled. It's not easy after you've thrown a pick 6. You might want to just run the football. But I think in most cases you want to give him easy throws that he's comfortable with to get him going again. And it's not necessarily just throwing 1 or 2 yards. What throws does he like to make? Give him a couple of those and get him going.
Definitely looked like one he was comfortable with on the last throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
Cook makes the catch on the out route. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, Cook. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. About a half-yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. On the sneak, it's Prescott, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Bills go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to...
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Prescott to throw it. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And this offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third down and 12.
Kill. 47.
Now Prescott. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. In motion comes the tight end left. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bills are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and when we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Following the interception, here's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Prescott. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
sure that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cook up the gut. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Prescott now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
From the 8, it's 3rd and goal.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Josh Jacobs halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill. 47.
Now Prescott. This will be caught by Brown. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
That's caught by Waller out left side.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
47.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll drop to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On
third down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Going to 52. 26. Going to 52. 26.
Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going deep for Brown. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's got room.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On third down, it's Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. 26.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. To throw is Prescott.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception.
It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it.
There he goes left side.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, and now here's another interception.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin,
32 yards.
And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll find one.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Here's Jacobs from the gun.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
67 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Commanders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw.
Throw right side complete to Dotson.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Ready up.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now Prescott. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.